Hello, friends. Today's story is about anger management. This is the tale of a businessman who owned a large garment manufacturing company. One day he left home in a huff after a heated argument with his wife over a petty domestic issue. As he had to attend an urgent meeting, he abandoned the argument midway. However, he carried this belligerent mood with him to work. Since his wife was no longer with him, he could not vent his anger on anyone. Surprising his anger, and in a foul state of mind, he reached his office. But because of his anger, he was unable to focus on the meeting. Later, still simmering with rage, he was pacing up and down in his cabin, mulling over the fight with his wife. Just then, there was a knock on his cabin door, and the office manager walked in to submit the weekly report. Clueless about what was in store for him. Deliberately finding some mistake in the report, the boss scolded his manager. Puzzled at the boss' behavior, the poor manager maintained a stoical silence, trying to understand what his mistake was. Suppressing his anger with great difficulty, he walked out of his boss's cabin. When he reached his own cabin, he summoned the accountant with the books of account. After flipping over a few pages, the manager, finding some minor fault, admonished the accountant. Scolded for no apparent reason, the accountant too became angry. He returned to his desk and immediately called his office assistant and vent his anger on him. Obviously, the hapless assistant could do nothing but swallow his pride before his senior and bear the insults. But once the office assistant reached home, he could not control his anger anymore and vented on his wife. And how do you think the wife reacted? She instantly went out of the house and, without any valid reason, yelled at her children who were playing in the courtyard. Naturally, the children could not understand the reason behind the mother's ire. They suppressed their rage against her and continued playing. But the moment they got an opportunity, they picked a fight with a few other children in their neighborhood. Thus, the unresolved fight between the owner of the company and his wife had finally culminated in an unnecessary fight between the children. Moral of the story: observe your life carefully. You vent your anger either on those who are close to you or on those whom you consider weaker than you. And since it is a law that anger cannot be suppressed, anyone keeps venting their suppressed anger against powerful people on those who are close to them or are perceived as weaker than them. Hence, if someone is venting his ire on you for no reason, then instead of feeling hurt or thinking that he has lost his mental balance, it is psychological prudent to perceive it as a sign that the person considers you close to him. In times of distress, who will the poor fellow turn to if not his loved one? Thank you.